story is called No Green for Me. Tommy McSnarky wasn't your average kid. While everyone else in his town wore green hats, green socks, and even green underpants on St. Patrick's Day, Tommy crossed his arms and declared, "No green for me. Leprechauns aren't real. I'm not wearing green for some made-up nonsense." His mom, who was busy putting shamrock stickers on the windows, gave him a warning. "Look, Tommy, don't mess with leprechauns. They're sneaky, tricky, and they love to pinch kids who don't wear green." Tommy just rolled his eyes. "Mom, leprechauns are just tiny green guys with a bad sense of fashion. I'm not scared of them, and I'm definitely not wearing green." He strutted out of the door to school in a bright orange shirt with the words, "No green for me," written in giant block letters. That evening, as Tommy sat in his room, proud of how he had defied the so-called leprechaun law, the wind outside grew louder. He didn't notice at first, but then on the window came a tap, tap, tap of tiny fists on his window. Tommy froze. Tap, tap, tap. He turned around slowly and gasped. 5 tiny green figures stood on the windowsill. They were wearing pointy hats, shiny buckle shoes, and mischievous grins that stretched from ear to ear.
"Boy, look at this one,"
the biggest leprechaun said, who had a beard like a Barlow pad.
"No green on him, lads. What do we do?" "Pinch him, punch him, teach him a lesson," shouted
another, and they all started singing.
5 little green guys showing up at your door, and they'll pinch you and punch you some more. No green, what a terrible sight. We'll pinch you, we'll punch you, all through the night.
"Wait, what? No, this isn't real," Tommy cried, backing into the corner of his room. The leprechauns ignored him. They hopped into his room with their tiny fists raised and started pinching his arms, pinching his legs, even his ears.
"You should have worn green, lad,"
said the one with the biggest hat, laughing as he gave Tommy a sharp pinch on the elbow. "Ouch! Stop it!" Tommy yelled, trying to swat them away, but they were too quick. The tiniest leprechaun, who barely came up to Tommy's knee, grinned wickedly and sang,
"1 little pinch for forgetting the day. 2 little punches to send you on your way. 3 little hops around your bed on the floor. We'll pinch ya, we'll punch ya, and maybe some more."
Okay, I get it," Tommy screamed. "Leprechauns are real. Just stop pinching me." The leprechauns paused and looked at each other. The big one scratched his chin.
"What do you think, lad? Should we let him off the hook?"
The smallest one, whose beard looked suspiciously like carnival cotton candy, shook his head.
"Not yet. 1 more song."
The 5 leprechauns joined hands, spinning in a circle, chanting,
5 little green guys, a lesson to share. If you don't wear green, we'll appear anywhere. We'll pinch, we'll punch, we'll teach you what's right. So wear your green, lad, or we'll visit tonight.
The next morning, Tommy stumbled into the kitchen covered in tiny red marks, looking like he hadn't slept at all. His mom raised an eyebrow. "What happened to you?" Tommy plopped into a chair, clutching a bright green scarf. "Mom, you were right. Leprechauns are real. They pinched me and punched me all night." She smiled knowingly. "So you're wearing green now?" Tommy nodded furiously. "I'm never taking this scarf off. Ever!" But just as he said it, a tiny voice whispered from the window,
5 little green guys are watching you still. No green next year, we'll come back for the drill.
Tommy squealed, wrapping himself in a green blanket, and vowed to celebrate St. Patrick's Day forever. And somewhere, far away, 5 tiny green leprechauns cackled, knowing their job was done. For now.
5 little green guys showing up at your door, and they'll pinch you and punch you some more. No green, what a terrible sight. We'll pinch you, we'll punch you, all through the night.
Terrifying Carol. Thanks for listening. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and our other socials for more content, and buy your book by searching Scary Stories for Creepy Kids on Amazon. Also, send us your own scary stories and we might include it on a future episode. Email us at scarystoriesforcreepykids@gmail.com. Peace out. Bye. Tommy nodded furiously.
Furiously. Go
Yeah,
ahead, go
I
ahead.
know it's furiously. 5 little green guys showing up at your door, and they'll pinch ya and punch ya. I kept saying in my...
What Mom said.
Oh.
All right, go ahead. Do what Mom said.
His mom, who was busy putting shamrocks on the stickers.
Shamrock
Windows.
stickers. All right, let's just stop. Start with the wind outside grew louder.
The wind outside grew louder. He didn't notice it at first, but he came the tap, tap, tap,